Welcome back, Etsy sellers. In today's video, I'm going to spend some time talking about 3 unique ways that you could potentially make more sales in the back to school season. We're going to keep it short and sweet today and show you guys 5 different examples of how you can think outside of the box and land those back to school sales as early as this month. You guys ready? Let's dive in. So the first thing we're going to talk about is thinking outside of the box of who is actually going back to school. I wanted to share some figures with you guys today that I found because most of you might be thinking teacher, nursing student, kindergarten, preschool, etc. because you've seen those so many times on Etsy. But that's the exact reason that we don't necessarily want to get into these things. Instead, what I want you guys to do is think outside of the box of who is going back to school. So here's some quick examples I found. Math teacher shirt is currently being looked up over 1,038 times, and there's less than 19,000 listings competing for that space. College planner is currently being looked up over 600 times. PhD is being looked up over 850 times. And finally, homeschool is being looked up a whopping 1,263 times with less than 15,000 competing listings. So if you guys can take the time to do your research, go on Everbee, to think outside of the norm of what Etsy is currently selling and you're seeing over and over again, and try to find those high search volume niches, but that are not competing with millions of other sellers. Those are the sweet spots, the hot pockets that you guys could potentially get in and make those sales that much quicker. So here's a quick example of a listing that I really loved. As you can see, it is a bestseller. 4 people have bought this in the past 24 hours. It is in demand right now, and it's making almost $7,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue. Yes, it's a 20-ounce tumbler. We've seen those all over the place. Yes, they are catering to teachers, but this seller is thinking outside of the box on what type of teachers. So we have 2 regular teachers, and then we have an art teacher as well as a basketball coach. There are dozens of ways that you can go about an item just like this, or a design style just like this, to be able to reach multiple different types of teachers, types of professors who are looking for something a little bit more customized than your standard teacher shirt, or in this case, teacher tumbler. So the next thing I want to get into is not only thinking exactly who is going back to school, but who loves the people who are going back to school. So here's a quick funny example that I saw. As you can see, it has 15 views in the last 24 hours, and it is considered a bestseller with over $5,000 of monthly recurring revenue on an average basis. What's really cool about an item like this is it doesn't just have to be given to someone when they're going back to school. It can also be gifted to them once they graduate. It could also be gifted to them on their birthday, especially something like an 18th birthday when maybe they might be moving out of the house. Here's another one that I just thought was hilarious because my mom still has this exact same thing from my childhood hanging on her wall today. Guys, I am a 31-year-old woman and I graduated high school in 2011. It is 2024 and my mom still has this up on her wall, which means this is something that is going to stand the test of time. It is going to be sentimental, and it's going to push someone to purchase faster because you are speaking to them in an emotional way. And this particular item sells almost 10 grand on a monthly basis. So the third unique take I want to focus on today is, okay, we know who's going back to school. We know who loves those people who are going back to school. Now let's think about what we can actually gift them. And again, I want you guys to think outside of the box. Teacher sure is so oversaturated. Nurse tumbler, so oversaturated. What can we do to step outside of that mold? For example, like we talked about earlier, college planner is being looked up over 600 times averagely on a monthly basis. Student planner is even more, over 1,060 60 searches. And speaking of the digital product space, we even have something like this, best-selling bet notes. So this is in over 17 carts right now, and it is a high-ticket item with no discount. And it makes averagely almost $4,000 a month completely passive because this person found a niche that was underserved, created a product that could serve them, and now makes almost $4,000 passively every month because of it. So going back to the PhD space, the master's degree space, or maybe someone that's in law school, this is a really interesting idea that is also customizable. As you can see, 45 people bought this in the last 24 hours. It's Etsy's pick, and it's just a personalized pad folio. Last but not least is an opportunity for you guys to get even more sales by thinking about group listings or having multiple items bought within one order. This has over 20 views in the past 24 hours. It is currently a bestseller, and it's made almost 7,000 sales. And the reason why, in my opinion, is because people are more than likely not just purchasing one Hornets shirt, one Wildcat shirt. Instead, they might be purchasing multiple every single time there's an order. For example, let's say someone's son plays for the Cougars. The family is getting ready to go to the high school basketball game, and they all want to wear matching Cougars shirts. Let's say there's 4 people in that family. That is 4 opportunities at almost $20 a piece, which not only will increase your monthly recurring revenue, but also will increase the number of total sales your Etsy store has, because Etsy sales go off of the number of items, not the number of orders. Well guys, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and you are getting your juices flowing for back to school sales and how you can take a unique approach to them this year. If you guys enjoyed this video, I highly recommend that you like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I post a video just like this every single Tuesday for you guys, and we go live every Thursday with a new hour-long training for our Etsy and e-commerce sellers. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.